All right. Oh, I don't know. I just wrote in everything that
Okay.
I have.
I'll do the updates.
I
I'll
lied.
send it to you.
I need to write in Cecilia's, but I can do that in a little. I can do that afterwards. I think she's the only one I missed. I just don't have their addresses. But yeah. Okay, so here's what's happening. Latin choir will be singing a high mass the first Sunday of June, which I think is the 5th. I could be wrong. So I think it's June 5th is the first Sunday. It'll be a high mass. That'll be our last high mass of the season, unless Father Dan decides to do something really weird. Yeah.
And
So
we won't be rehearsing in the summer?
we will be rehearsing in the summer. That's
Okay,
the other thing.
all right.
So
Good.
we'll continue rehearsing through the summer. Most of our summer stuff is going to work on Shepherd's Mass, the Alma Redemptoris Mater that we couldn't do last season. You can tell where my brain is. Working on the Mass of the Blessed Virgin Mary in there. It'll mostly be working over mass parts and challenge pieces for the winter. And then once August comes, we'll start prepping up for the October and November stuff. I don't think we have a high mass in September, but I could be wrong. I don't think we normally have one in September anyway. Yeah, so for today, we're gonna go over most of the stuff for June. It's honestly probably gonna be a shorter rehearsal because I am in the middle of finals and didn't totally prepare. Did you get?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll just kind of run through the anthems. This way, all of the voice parts are on YouTube. This way it works.
I should have been listening to you instead of singing the music.
You're good. I was just saying we're gonna go over the music. This way it's on YouTube, all of the voice parts. Even though we don't have alto here today, I'll play through alto. We can try to put it together if we feel confident enough. But my playing, to be perfectly honest, I haven't had time to practice, so it's not anything to be applauding for. Okay. Let's take out Cor Jesu Trinitatis first. This is most likely going to be our offertory.
Which one, honey?
Cor Jesu Trinitatis.
Okay, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. So to roadmap this really quickly, the first line is the easiest. It's mostly unison or thirds. The second line is the next easiest. It's the sopranos will repeat their melody. Bass and alto will sing a different harmony, but it's still relatively easy. The third line is a little bit of a challenge. Bass, you're kind of jumping all over the place. Altos have a little bit more movement there. But then at the end of that third line, it goes back to the familiar tune. Yeah, bass, you're still kind of jumping around, but the way you're jumping around makes more sense. So let's just, let me just think and then speak. Would you like me to play it for you, or would you like to sight read your part?
I can sight read.
All right, let's sight read it then. Just the first verse.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we're just going to do the first verse for right now. The day of, we'll probably do all three because it'll be the offertory. At the very least, we'll definitely do two. So we'll go through the verses more either next week or the week after. But for right now, we're just going to do first verses on everything to get it into our heads. All right, so here's your starting pitch. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, no, you were better. I was wrong. 1, 2, 3. YouTube's sake, this is what the alto sounds like.
Verse 2 now?
No, this is just going to be the alto.
Okay.
We're just going to run through voice parts today. It's going to be a little bit different because we have like skeleton crew here, but that's okay. Alrighty, so that's the alto. Bass, you ready? Would you like to hear it first?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's your note. 1, 2, 3. You good?
Alright, we'll give it a try.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're right. Yep. Go from the beginning of a Monty chord be on the line before. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that sounded pretty good.
It's a very pretty bass part.
Yeah, it's got a nice little dissonant section there at the beginning of the refrain. Do you want to try soprano bass together? There's no way alto's getting put in here right now. But I'm sorry.
You'll try me.
All right, soprano alto, soprano bass. All right. It's nice because it starts off in unison, so everybody's singing
Which
it.
verse?
First verse.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesu.
So ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh
note on the second line where it says refrain, seat. Yeah, so that's. Yeah. So I personally didn't get low enough for that G, and then I started panicking. Okay, so soprano C, bass F, 1, 2, 3. That sounds just fine with my playing. So what I'll do is I'll ask Karen to record parts for this. This should be just fine by June.
I'll get it, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be just fine by June. Okay, cool. Would you guys rather do easy or hard next?
Whatever.
Well, once we get it on.
Whatever needs the most work.
Alright, let's go to the Gregory then. So in your Gregory. Okay. Okay, Jerry G, promise not to kill me.
Sure.
Yay! Okay.
You've got finals to finish.
That'll be my death. No. Okay, so soprano is easy, alto is easy, bass is relatively easy for the first part. The only reason it's weird in the second part is because you're going back and forth between the tenor and bass line. So visually it looks weird.
What is it? What number?
Oh, sorry. 237, page 343. And actually, I'm going to stop the recording. This way it'll be like broken up on YouTube.